I'm just waiting for him to click on his phone. You know what I'm saying? What up, Kalani? We looking to go live up on this thing and go real good. You know what I'm saying? So please share this video, share this. Quilla, what's going on, sis? Everybody, make sure you check out Henny Sunday's podcast or 15 Minutes of Fame Radio on YouTube. All right. Yeah, we up there. We up there. The YouTube is up there now. Make sure you share that link, y'all. We trying to make New Jersey look real good. I gotta kill that sound on the YouTube. All right, everybody. So, like I said, man, hey, tune in on YouTube, man. I'm just waiting for As Is to click the link and join and come in, and then we good. Thank you, sis. I support you. Love you. Thank you so much. Cause we got in Jersey. We don't stand up for each other. Who gonna stand up for us? But nobody. You know what I'm saying? So everybody out there, if you know me, I support the other brands in Jersey. Shout out to Grand Heart Entertainment. Shout out to A Squad Rebel Radio. We are Jersey. Shout out to Sloppy Vinyls. Shout out to everybody out there. If I ain't name you, I apologize. We got Lyrical Podcast, etc. But As Is on right now. So everybody, I might leave this on. But go to Heritage Hip Hop on YouTube to see the live video. You know what I'm saying? While he's connecting to his audio, he can't hear me yet. Yeah, I think he's on now. He's on now. So everybody on Facebook, go to Heritage Hip Hop on YouTube, leave comments, like, subscribe, and share all this because we about to go in. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna leave this on.
Set this shit up so I have to hold this shit all day and night.
We're gonna leave this on, but I want y'all to go to YouTube. All right.
It's kind of dope.
All right, you can hear me? We good?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
That's right, man. Peace to my brother As Is, man. What's going on with you today?
Man, I'm chilling. I can't complain. Let my hair down for the people in America. Y'all good out there? You know what I'm saying? Let me get a little cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? You can't go outside. It's about 2 feet of snow out that bitch. What a damn day, right?
Yeah, man. But before we get started, like I said, everybody out there watching, make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, leave comments on the YouTube live because we're there right now. Go to Heritage Hip Hop on YouTube, on my Facebook over here. And then before we start this, once again, I want to thank you for giving me some of your time. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
For those of you who don't know, I love the Outsiders, right? And my favorite Outsider song of all time is Money, Money, Money. And the way the song comes on, I'm As Is. Y'all can't stop me. And then y'all could, if y'all know the song, y'all corny. But that was the song. That's the first song I heard from the EP. And I was like, yo, this is gonna be a classic. I can't wait for this. And you set that off for me. So thank you very much for setting off the Nightlife EP for me, bro.
That's love. That's love.
So give some of the people some of your history before we go into the full story. How long have you been rapping?
I know cats gonna be calling me, and that's crazy. But yeah,
it's all good.
Ask that question again.
How long you been rapping, and why did you want to get into hip hop?
I wrote my first rap in '93, I believe. My bro Star Raven used to be like one of the dudes that worked the cameras at East Orange High School.
Okay.
He brought the camera around back in the days to Morton Place where we used to chill way back in the days in the 90s because I used to DJ basement parties for my cousins back then in the basement. And, we used to just hang out and he brought the camera and we just started shooting a movie called Push to the Limit. And then my bro Wes, you know what I'm saying? Wes was like, yo, As Is, you should write a rap. You know, you could rap. I was like, man, I don't write raps. I make beats and I DJ, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to make beats. This is like 93. So he was like, man, you could write a rap. So we had a scene we were supposed to shoot. We shot the scene, ran around the city, kind of trying to mimic on Juice or whatever. And then I went home that night and I wrote some bars. I remember the rap I wrote to this day. You know what I'm saying? My first rap.
All right, what is
it? It's shit is rough, life is tough, fuck around, you get snuck, buck, your life's over, that's it. This not a character skit, this some real shit, this movie is real. Little kids is packing steel, robbing people for money, ain't shit funny when you got no money, dressing bummy, man, fuck that shit. I've been pushed to the what? Pushed to the limit. I've been pushed to the what? That was my first rap I ever wrote.
Hey man, that's fire because I can't even remember the first rap I ever wrote, and I wouldn't spit it because it was just trash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But keeping it real, right? You've been known as not only a producer because you did the Money 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 beat, right?
Yep.
So from the sound that you had from your rhyming, you were very vocal and your beats were very bouncy,
Hmm.
right? How did you perfect your sound to make yourself a capable MC and producer?
That's the thing. I was never able to perfect it because I had so many jobs. Like I was the producer. I had to learn how to write raps and engineer at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So me perfecting all three was very difficult. The only thing I mastered back then was beat making. Like I could make a beat with my eyes closed, you know what I'm saying? And writing raps. That's like second to none. But like mixing and all that stuff now since the digital age is kind of different when it's not hands on. But yeah, man, I always loved it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Shout out to Lex P in the building. Shout out to X. We got X7 Studios on the YouTube. Make sure y'all like, share, comment. Make sure everybody here. This is a big one. Um, being a solo entity, you were you were growing your own name, but you were brought into a group of individuals that not only are legendary when it comes to Brick City, New Jersey history, not only legendary to the New Jersey hip hop history, you're in a group or a conglomerate of MCs who are known for the battle rhyme as well and representing the city all over the globe with rhymes. How did that happen?
Well, that happened because like I said, when I first started, I was a DJ and my boy K Mill, I went to school with him in East Orange High. Gets dope. I called them back then. Gets dope and D dope. But Gets was like, yo, bro, you got to meet the outsiders. You got to meet Loon, my cousin. And I met Loon one day, and Loon wouldn't rap for nobody. And one day Loon came to my crib with Slang, and they just had a good time. We was eating, smoking, and those guys just started rapping for me. And I was intrigued. I was like, yo, there's nothing this fresh in the world. You know what I'm saying? And from that day on, like I literally told my mom, yo, if I stay in this house, I'm gonna pull you down. I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go out and learn how to be this fresh with those guys. And it took a lot. It took like letting go of everything that you love. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta let go to win sometimes. Like you gotta let it all go. Stop caring what people think about you in order to be the freshest you. Because once you relieve all the negative things that make you feel insecure or diminish your self-esteem, you're able to rise to your higher self. You know what I'm saying? So back then, Slang and Loon taught me that you ain't had to have a pocket full of money or none of that to get bitches. As long as you had fresh rhymes, women will love you. And you know what I'm saying? You could be the bummiest, dirtiest motherfucker in the world, but if you had a crowd in the cipher back in the day in the bricks and cats was spitting that shit, you know what I'm saying? You was famous in a sense, just in the hood. People respected your ability to write good rhymes.
You talk about being an immigrant coming to this country and you had it kind of hard. How did hip hop graft you into the community so that you found your acceptance and people wanted more from you instead of you just fitting in?
Um, Hip hop was like a thing everybody did as a fun, unified, community based thing. Because when I got into hip hop, we was like a part of the native tongues. You know what I'm saying? Like we was like we would pop up at their videos. You know what I'm saying? We were hanging around that community in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But then we realized like we was kind of like the junkies of that team. Like we was getting high as hell. They weren't into that. So what we just started doing was just trying to basically um learn how to spit fresh so you could be around these dope rappers. Like I said, uh, Loon brother was ghetto. I DJ for him. He brought me around Loon. We was all friends at one time, and they eventually Slang and Loon by walking the streets migrated over to Linden Avenue in East Orange where the outsiders was at, where more outsiders used to kick it, like Yah and them. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I ended up over there, just being like a like just trying to learn America, trying to fit in, as well as just trying to understand why Americans look at Americans the way they do, why they say nigga. It's just little things I had to kind of learn from a young child. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It was culture shock for me when I got here because I never saw a crackhead in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the culture shock.
Crack was.
The culture shock for us. Shout out to Runt Dog on the check-in.
What up, Runt?
The culture shock for us when we heard the Outsiders was, yo, who these dudes? That's crazy, wild. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we always hear the names Pace One, Young Z, Rod Digger, right? We always heard them three the most. But Slang was the one I remember that everybody had respect for. And you hung out with Slang before you joined the Outsiders.
Yeah, it was me, Slang, and Loon a lot. Me, Slang, Loon, and Third Rail. DJ Third Rail was Slang and Loon's DJ. They crew was called Dopeless in a part of the Outsiders. You know what I'm saying? So when they would go around battling cats, they'll be like Slang, Loon from Outsiders, but we Dopeless. You know what I'm saying?
So you pay homage to that when you named your album Dopeless.
Correct. Because Slang and Loon taught me everything I knew, bro. Like, I used to be around Slang and Loon, and they used to be like, yo, Izz, stop rapping. Niggas gonna bite your style. You got a fresh style. There's sometimes I'll be rapping in ciphers and Slang ain't know I had like a verse. And he when we leave, he'd be like, yo, Izz, that verse was super fresh. You know what I'm saying? So they were like my trainer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those the dudes I sparred with, but I still never sounded like them. Because if you met Loon and you met Slang, you know, you couldn't mimic that. You know what I'm saying?
I like how you said that because amongst all this Eminem stuff, and we're going to touch on that in a minute, it seems like your reputation got attacked. And me personally, I'm not a fan of Jersey attacking New Jersey. I think that's really crazy, especially when we put that out there in the media. And for you to have been out there doing your thing, I wanted to know from you, like, you know what? Let's go at this another way. How did you prove yourself worthy to be an outsider for them to bring you in?
I think just hanging around dudes. Like, bro, I tell you no lie, man. I had a car in 93 when I graduated. Then I bought another one in 94, a Jetta. You know what I'm saying? And the car had 3 gears, and I used to just travel from like my house to the out to Linden Ave. And you know, the car was a piece of crap. Everybody thought it was nice outside, but they didn't know I had first, second, and first, third, and reverse. That's the only 3 gears the cars had. Okay. So I got tired of the car, and we used to do some crazy stuff in that car, like go from Linden to New York, grab what was it? Back then it was acid tabs. Come back, be high as hell, bugging out, watching Faces of Death, and just like a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? And one day I got high, and I think I was like, yo, Slang, tag the car. And somebody seen Slang name, and everybody put their name on there. You know what I mean? Cats was laughing, like, and some people went crazy, like, yo, why you let them do that? But to me, that was like the end days, you know what I'm saying? And then some crazy stuff happened on Linden. And it was just like, you know, I was in the mix of everything. Like, I remember us being on the block on Linden, and me and Z getting this big ass 12 gauge shotgun drawn in our face while we sitting on the steps. Just made a couple dollars, happy as hell. This dude just walked up, give me the money, little niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, but all of that entailed into me being a part of the Outsiders. It wasn't just rap.
All right. See that once again, like I said, when I hear Young Z was on Doggy Diamonds, salute the Young Z, salute the Doggy Diamonds. When he was on there, he was like, as is was nothing but the Uber. I found that harsh because you had to be more than the Uber if you did the beats, especially to my favorite Outsider song. You know what I'm saying? It had to be more than that. And
right.
And then also in interviews that's over 10 years old that we've seen on other platforms. I guess that'd be Evolve. I'll shout him out again. Shout out to Evolve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, peace to Evolve. You're a good dude. I had a conversation with him behind the scenes.
Yeah, I would love to talk to Evolve myself. You know, I would love to, but salute to him, like I said. But when Young Z put that out there and all the disparaging stuff came out, and I'm like, but this doesn't add up to this, and this doesn't add up to this. I have to ask you, like, it seems like by going at the biggest fish in the pond, everybody's starting to attack you instead of seeing what the battle itself is. What do you think? What do you see the battle as, or why do you think people are missing it?
Because they're looking at what I'm saying compared to what I'm doing. You know what I mean? In
Okay.
the internet age, I can't live a private life and keep everybody out of my private life and be something on the internet. You know what I'm saying? They look at what you say on the internet as the person you are. So, you know, me watching the internet and understanding the matrix or trying to understand it, I knew that consistency was the main thing. So I will always throw out little stuff about M out there. And I noticed no matter what I say, the same people kept reacting. And I'm like, that's kind of strange. It's like I'm a puppet master, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
one day I believe I said, yo, Royce, what's up with the energy you had for Snoop for I mean you had for Lil Pump and Benzino, what's up with the same energy for Snoop? So nothing happened to that. I go to sleep, I wake up, I saw they stormed the Capitol, and I mean, I don't know what made me think of this stuff, but I was just like, yo, when Trump leave, M gotta leave, right?
Mm.
And these reactors, they call themselves, as I'm learning, I thought they were influencers, but they're reactors.
Right.
They saw that and jumped on it as a story. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, yo, this is what they look for. You know what I'm saying? Little slick stuff like that. So one of the bloggers went up there and was like, yeah, as is, give Eminem 20 days to retire. Da, 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 da. So I wake up and my inbox is nutty. I'm like, what's going on my Instagram? All these stands is coming at me. You ain't shit. Die. I'm gonna kill you. Like it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm trying to understand what's going on, I'm like, yo, my bro Millie called me on his way from, like he was on the bus coming up, making some moves, trying to get with me with the music, and he was like, yo, bro, I'm coming right now, and you're in my notifications, and I'm like, where? He was like, on YouTube. I was like, send me the link, and when he sent me the link, I started crying, laughing. I was like, wow, I wrote some spells and they came to life. Now I gotta back this thing up. You know what I'm saying? And I never backed down. But one of the main things I did was I analyzed all the disc records that I've put out, other people have put out, and I also had to put myself in an adult space. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Everyone wanted Spitfire, Murder, Kill, Debt bars for M, which was
Right.
like, to me, beyond me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm an adult. I'm not gonna be screaming on no man talking about killing his mama and none of that crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give the fans a little bit of clickbait in the first verse, and then the other two, I'll have a conversation with the dude because it seems like he got a bunch of yes men in his corner. And that was
Mm.
basically the gist of it. You know what I mean?
For everybody out there watching on Facebook, go to our YouTube page. We are on Heritage Hip Hop YouTube Live. So I like how you set that story up because unfortunately, when it comes to hip hop is the voice of melanated people who've been lost or unheard of in society because Caucasian dominant society feels that we are lesser than, and hip hop was born out of pain. So it was the language of the people of the inner city who were forgotten about. Just like any other culture or genre, if a Caucasian person could do it well, they will back them up and push them to be better than the people who originated it. I don't slight Eminem for that at all because he had to prove himself to be worthy to be able to spit, right? What I do say is the argument of Eminem is that if he wasn't who he was complexion wise, would he be who he is now? And a lot of the people I've talked to about this have said, hell no, he wouldn't because he either be Redman or Slang Ton. How influential was Slang, Red, The Outsiders on him and being a part of that group? Why does that give you the right to check him?
Uh Slang was one of a kind, bro. Like you couldn't meet Slang and not love him. You know what I mean? Like I'll say this better than that. You couldn't meet Slang and forget him. Like you could meet Slang one time he's gonna do something to make you remember him for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Um, say the question again because I forgot the other part.
Since we know him, Eminem, for people saying that he was influenced by Slang Ton,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he's an outsider, so he says, and so y'all say he's been a part of the outsiders.
Mm-hmm.
If he took his style as measured by Slang Ton, if he's measured by the memory, all right, rest in peace. First of all, if he's
Yeah, rest in
measured
peace,
by
man.
the legacy of Slang Ton, you being an outsider, what is that? Why does that give you the right to check him when so many other people don't want to go against the grain and do that?
I believe I have the right to check him because I look at myself as the third member of Dopeless. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And I understand what Runt mean when he says Z was witty and he used to say rhyme certain way. But I look at the tempo and the amount of words that slang would put into one bar.
Yes.
And that was what was taught to us. Like there are certain secrets I could tell you that how slang wrote that was the M kind of jacked in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Because it was very intriguing. But I'm allowed to check him because he was a part of my crew. Also, he took Dopeless style. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's my style because I'm alive to represent it. You know what I'm saying? Slang's here. Slang's no longer here. May he rest in peace. It's slang originally is the super master. Slang is like the Mr. Miyagi of the shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you say Mr. Miyagi, I'm Daniel's son because you know what I mean. Loon was dope as heck. Loon just stopped rapping as well. So I feel as though he's part of my crew. You know what I'm saying? You went on a record, give us a shout out, but at the same time, you say kick rocks and flip flops. Like everybody knows Slang said that. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like little things I'll be paying attention to when, the man has a sister, Shireen. What's up, Shireen? Egypt, love Slang for life. You know what I'm saying? We had a group called Anonymous Click, me, Egypt, Omega, and Majid, and Supreme. And Preem, yeah, that's the dude name. I was trying to remember his name and I came out of nowhere. But that's what's up. But you know what I'm saying? I think he was from the Zoo Crew. You know what I'm saying? It was just dope, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel like if you are gonna utilize your platform to kind of still say, hey guys, but I'm gonna throw a jab, it was weird. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't look at things as the way everyone else look at it. I look at things differently. So to me, it was like, yo, bro, you back on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've heard you say shout outs 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? That don't translate into currency or it doesn't translate into uh like let's say someone being happy as I had Pace the other day when he was talking to Evolve. You know what I'm saying? Like you see how Pace lit up? And I didn't pay for that. You know what I'm saying? That right there is priceless. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this hip hop thing does, and that's why I feel I have the right to check him because if I could do that for Pace, he could do 10 times better than that for anybody, whether he likes him or not. And the bigger person always do the better job and be like, yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna make sure I leave this earth by doing the right thing because you can do the wrong thing for 20 million years, but you just got to do it right one time and that's it. You out of here. You know what I'm saying?
That's key to the conversation because everybody's coming at you. I want to give a shout out to Weirdo. Weirdo coined the frame as is the sacrificial lamb of New Jersey hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with him by saying if you never took this position, a lot of people wouldn't even be talking about Slang Ton right now.
Mm.
A lot of people wouldn't talk about the outsiders as much as we're talking about y'all right now. And I want to salute you for that. And I wrote an article on heritagehiphop.com. If y'all haven't seen it, please go to the website. You can read it. I said, as is already won this battle without even dropping a song. And the reason why I say you won is because you're bringing recognition back to people who have been forgotten about when it comes to mainstream contemporary hip hop. When we hear people say your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, it took for Slang Ton to pass away for people to honor Slang Ton for a time. And that's the one thing about hip hop I don't like. Our homage is very poor. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, if it wasn't for Tretch or Drift, you don't hear Doggy Diamonds. You don't hear about Apache too much.
Mm.
Mo Sound Group was one of the greatest underground movements coming up in Jersey. And then my man, rest in peace to Big Snuff, he passed away too.
Okay.
And
Rest in peace, Big Snuff.
we don't really hear too many people talking about Snuff as much. Even when Gov died, it was like people talked about it, but so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I like the fact that when you did this, before we go into even more detail about it, what I like about it is that people are going to remember and check y'all out more to see how dope y'all actually were. My question to you is, what kind of impact did the Outsiders have before Sling passed away? And why were the Outsiders, with or without Eminem, that next group to fear?
Man, you had to live it. You had to be there, bro. It was magical. You know what I'm saying? It was like a bunch of kids that didn't really care about money or nothing, that just wanted to be heard. I just wanted to be great at something, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you look over to your left, and this dude over there, you know what I'm saying? Just not the flyest dress in the world, maybe some days, just like, man, I don't care. But when the cipher starts, you like, oh snap, who's this person? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a light bulb go off in your head, like, oh, this is someone special. Slang had that light. Slang would come around, he'll laugh. Slang was a big dude. He was like 6'4", if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? He just used to had to hunch his back over a little bit. But Slang was the epitome of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Me, Slang, and Loon used to walk these streets for 2 years in love with hip hop and willing to die for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Literally. You know what I mean? So when they say Slang, you know, Slang's supposed to have his deal. Slang's supposed to got his roses while he was alive. It was just whatever, you know, like, you know, it is what it is, man. Everyone has an ego, and, you know, some people have ulterior motives, and you never know what someone is or who they are when you're not invested into business or anything. You're just invested into rhymes and being fresh. So you kind of depend on the people around you to see your talent, you know what I'm saying, and say, hey man, you know, he's good enough to win, you know what I mean? Not still judge someone off of how they looked, you know what I'm saying? Because that mainly was what people used to try to use against Slang. Like, he wasn't, you know what I mean? He never really try to be that flashy dude, but bro, like, nobody never tried to get a dude no real money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember Slang and Loon myself being way messed up. You know what I'm saying? And it was just crazy that when the money came, you know what I'm saying, I was selfless, and I never see it trickle down to Loon or Slang.
In an Outsiders nightlife promo, is that you in the hospital with Sling while he's laid up? Is that
I
you on the
think I
video?
might have been another member. I was there, but I was there, but don't give me 100. I haven't seen it in a while, but I
Okay.
know I was there with him one day. I don't know if they filmed me. I mean, that was either
Somebody.
me or another member. You know what I'm saying?
So I'll ask you that question because the knock on Eminem, no matter how nice he is that it seems like, once again, I'm not against Eminem. So everybody out there who wants to come from my head, I don't care. Come see me. I'm not scared of anybody. Okay. The thing is that the knock on him is that people always bring up how he's a part of groups and then leaves. Right. And we saw that in the Untold Story of Detroit hip hop. If anybody hasn't seen it, it's on Amazon right now. And they talked about Esham, they talked about Champ Town, they talked about his own squad, and even implied that the song Stan was based on his group member that killed himself because M wouldn't talk to him.
Wow.
Implied, not said that it was, but it implied it. All right.
Okay.
So we see Eminem shout out the Outsiders. We had people actually say that Eminem stole people's style. And Double O says he took your style. Max Sewell said he took Slang Ton style. And Egypt's nephew has a channel out. It's called Who That Peas, I think. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Let's
Man,
give him his respect.
Did when we was doing this, bro. Like,
oh yeah,
he got a better memory than me.
And I want to give him his respect. Like I said, journalistic credit, especially. I want to say that he said that the Slim Shady style was actually Slang Ton's rap cadence. So I'm like, wow, that's kind of deep. The reason why I bring this up is because when Proof passed away, M went hard because that was his best friend. Mm-hmm. When Slang passed away, you can't yell the name of the group and then like not shout out the person who either influenced you, taught you, or showed you some things. I think that was a slight. Are you going? Are you going so hard for this because you want the respect of the entire group, or you want to be heard to tell your own story and let the people know that there's more to the story than what people think?
I'm only going hard because number one,
Mm-hmm.
yes, it's about respect, but mainly it's about creation. You know what I'm saying? Like I could listen to M and C Slang and everybody else, but after Slang passed, my dumb butt was still recording songs, sending it to those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'd be like, yeah, he be jacking. You know what I'm saying? So one of the main things is, okay, I know that about him, right? You can paint the picture that that's what he's about. Like you said, he's skipped crews and bounced around. Um, okay, you became someone else. You became successful being someone else. Now, where we go from here? We get the shout out. All right, cool. That's love. Um, where's the business? You know what I'm saying? No business involved. Everything that dude to stand for, it just seemed like the creators of that realm was about everyone that could take someone else's stuff and utilize it for the betterment of themselves. Because if you peep it, right, they had M, and then the next artist they had was 50 Cent, right? 50 Cent Soul Ja Rule style. Then they try to pull it off a third time with the fat dude. What's his name that sound like Ghostface?
Oh yeah, Action Bronson.
Paul Rosenberg was managing him as well. So that's the best I could say about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird that that's just the thing, the end thing these days. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to wait till someone kind of creates something and then you come and take it before they can master it. You know what I mean? So my whole journey was, my kids was younger when I used to do the outsider stuff. You know what I'm saying? My kids was babies. So now my kids are men, like older, and they like, yo, Pop, you didn't produce the outsider stuff. I thought you said you did that. And then it's like, yo, Pop, that's your style. And I'm like, I'm just trying to show them. And my analogy of what I'm doing, I've been trying to say for a long time is here I am, like the dude that invented the windshield wiper for that Ford snatch, right? This
Okay.
is his invention. This dude left his whole family and everybody he loved, stopped doing a whole lot of things just to prove that he created this invention. And Ford made millions of dollars with it, and they went on to get more money from it than him. But at one point, they had to sign a paper that says, "Yes, this man created that." So yes, I love when I hear people say Eminem style is slang style or my style or anybody's style because it's this lets you know like it's not authentic. You know what I'm saying? Someone else created it. So if my name is being mentioned, a part of that creating that monster, then you know what I'm saying? My kids could be proud of me, like, yo, Pop, all right, they saying you did that. You know what I mean? So when people went against me, it's like, yo, bro, this is just a battle. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like people jump or use my words against me all the time. You know what I mean? Because I don't know how to speak to people. Like that's one of my faults since I did a lot of work on myself. Like I can't articulate how to make the next man feel as comfortable when I know what I'm saying is right.
I want to give a shout out to Do It All on the check-in.
Do
Run
it all.
Dog
What up,
told me,
though?
Run Dog told me that was Yaya that was in the footage. So
Okay.
salute to Yaya. You know what I'm saying? Um, and somebody also said, shout out to my man Tariq. That's one of my he's actually one of my students who's my man. You know what I'm saying? And he told me that people say that Eminem took Master Ace style. And in the video with the Detroit Unsung hip hop story, we also see him do Treacher's style. And he said Treach is one of his favorite MCs and he emulated him. So whenever you're around somebody that you really like, you can emulate. It doesn't mean that you stole their style though. What does it mean to you when somebody says stole your style instead of saying being influenced by your style?
Well, man, that's the thin line, bro. If you ain't created, it wasn't yours. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Like people always say influence this, that, the third. I look at like for me, right? I heard a
Mhm.
lot of people say Nas kind of got a lot of G rap in him, right? But I listened to Nas, and even if you may say that, Nas style is original. You know what I'm saying? That whole visualizing the realism and actuality, that was
That's
AZ, right?
AZ. Right, right.
Now that was AZ style. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Now you can say Nas got that more AZ in them than anybody else because they were crew. The
Right.
difference with the outs was my verse came on Money Money. I sounded different. The next person sounded different. The next person sounded different. The next person sounded different. No matter what you say, the Outsiders was originally original. Everyone. That's what made us stand out. So when you saying, influenced and bro, no matter how you look at it. When KRS was doing this shit back in the days, that was called biting. When Milk and Gears was into it, it was called biting. You sucker MCs bite. You know what I'm saying? And I believe like they always say, oh, this person bite that. But we got Jersey got crucified for being the first biters, no?
For the Sugar Hill record thing, right?
Aha, right?
Right, right, right.
We've been getting crucified for that for years, right? When Big Bank Hank, may he rest in peace, he knew Grandmaster Caz and the story go however it went. That had nothing to do with Jersey. The dude from Jersey wrote his own rap. You know what I'm saying? But Jersey got crucified for biting New York. So New York didn't like it. Why should anybody else like it?
Okay. So let's take it to the fact of the battle itself. And then I want to circle back to the Outsiders at the end and your movement. Because the actual battle itself is not, I don't think, like, correct me if I'm wrong. I think you were more strategizing this than people give you credit for, because the work that you put out is not your best work. It seems like you're throwing out jabs to see what's going on, and that the jab has worked so wonderfully that now people are paying more attention now than they did before. Was that always the idea? What was supposed to happen?
Excuse me. Yes. It's like absolutely, bro. Because like I said, I took time out. When I woke up and I saw that in my inbox, like, yo, I had so much hate. I had like 800 hate mail. You know what I'm saying? And it blindsided me. I'm like, yo, what's going on? So I'm like, so I watched MGK diss. I watched a couple other people diss. I'm like, yo, everybody that was good, these guys showed them love. They got hits or whatever. But dudes is back doing rock and roll. They not rapping no more. Like, what is that about? Like, you can't diss Eminem and keep rapping, especially when you do it good. So I was like, I had the record, and I was like, I played it for my son. My son was like, Dad, if you're gonna come to Emmy trying to kill him, you gotta be disrespectful. And I'm like, man, I did that the first time, and I was younger then, so now I'm a little older. I think, son, this might work because I'm actually having a conversation. I'm playing Mr. I'm not the yes man. Listen to what I'm saying. Even when I'm dissing Royce or throwing shots at Royce, I'm telling him, like, yo, get with your son. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's grown man talk. That's not no little boy talk. So the reactors, they don't understand grown man talk. You know what I mean? They want a little punchline like Eminem wake up with this, that girl, and he did this, that. I don't have time for that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So my strategy was, let me put some records out. So I threw that record out, and it received well. I was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Once I seen the like it's this the No Life Shack dude, and I was like, whoa, how did hit his radar? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, whoa. So he started going in on me. And yo, I was laughing because as he was going in on me, you could tell there was certain parts he was liking, because then he'll go back and go in on me. I was like, yo, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Then everybody started going in after him. From 800 hate mail, that joint went up twice that much. I was like, this dude has an influence. So if they're going to talk about me and they want me to fix it, I'm never gonna fix it because it's gonna keep annoying them. Because one white dude, Knox, he was like, yo, he was listening to my bars. He was like, okay, yeah, okay. He proved he bit his style right there. That's Eminem style. That's how he started off the whole video. Then after that, he was just like, dude, you didn't say pumpkin. Like, you missed the P on pumpkin. And I'm like, these kids don't remember future flavors. They don't know what it is to have a 4-track. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what it is to do your verse in one take. They have no clue. So they so into generic hip hop is the reason why you gotta, when you do a song, you have to it has to be perfect, because a biter can't have no room for critique. You know what I'm saying? A biter must have his punchlines on top of the beat, and his ad libs right, mixed and mastered, everything damn near clean before they can put it out. But someone that's authentic don't care if they off beat or if they said an ad lib wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I think right now, that's the big thing about what they learning. Like, bro, hip hop is authentic. You can do it, you can put it out. Give you a certain amount of time after that, and then the album drops, and all the parts that's not perfect gets perfected in the mix down and the master, and then you put it out. But they couldn't keep up with this battle. They did one record. You know what I'm saying? I done dropped 3. Then Pace came over here with the So Good. And yo, when I heard that hook, I was like, they gonna kill him. And they killed me for it.
You know what's genius though? This is what I don't think people understand. We're not in the age of music anymore. We're in the age of sensationalism.
Correct.
The music heightens the sensationalism though. So what you're doing is kind of what 50 did to Ja Rule. Except for 50 came out with hits because it was mainstream. It came off the street. Mm-hmm. This is the same thing Public Enemy did when Chuck D and pretended that Flavor Flav was kicked out of the group. It causes so much controversy that he said, see, this is what sells albums now, not the music.
Correct.
So now it's like, all right, As Is out here causing a whole bunch of fucking controversy. And I'm like, to what end? And the genius part about it is when Pace One was on Evolve, and he said, when I drop a song, I might get like a couple views, but now that I did this, I'm getting thousands of views. You know what I'm saying? So now, like I said, once again, shout out the Weirdo with the sacrificial lamb thing. You're playing the new internet game against old hip hop. What is the advantage you get in playing the new game versus the old game? Show me how to beat the confusion of that for everybody who's watching.
Well, the old game was, if somebody said something about you, you took it personal, and you saw them in the streets or you saw them in the cypher and you went at it. You know what I'm saying? Even the battle rappers, when they put battle events together, you know what I'm saying? They'll get together and they'll go at each other. You know what I'm saying? That shit used to cause a lot of friction. People used to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Now you got dudes that rap, right? That like Eminem as their favorite. And they want to be able to say, well, if you're going to come for him, you got to kind of beat the fans first and then try to beat the rappers as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to figure out, okay, how you going to pay for marketing like that? Who's going to come up with a marketing strategy like that? Who's going to think that clever? 90% nobody. And I think I just created a whole new marketing wave labels might start using. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody was talking about us, like you said. Now everyone is speaking about us, and it's just because I dropped the right record. I made sure I dropped the right record. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like it's corny. Bro, my song is a spell. You know what I mean? Lullaby to do to sleep. You feel what I'm saying? And you hear what I'm saying? I said what everybody else said. The difference is I'm saying it. You feel what I'm saying? Like those guys, they never had a relationship with this dude. They don't know nothing about before he was anything. I do. So if I'm saying the same thing that everyone else is saying, like, yo, bro, you signed a freaking KKK member to your label, bro. Like, who?
Yellow Wolf, you talking about?
What? Yeah, Yellow Wolf. Like, what black guy on a label sat back and say, all right, I'm label mates with this guy? You know what I'm saying? And then the crazier part it is about this thing, when I did a little investigation, his woman is black, I think, or like, it's crazy. So I don't understand the miseducation of our people and their people, but at some point somebody got to tell the truth, because the lies is just too much.
I think I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth right here, and everybody who watches Heritage Hip Hop, I don't mind being wrong. Y'all can check me. For real, I don't care. Like, it's conversation. But I think the problem I have with everything is this. We have so many respected people in the game, and still New Jersey is like an afterthought when it comes to hip hop. Do It All, and let me correct myself. Lords of the Underground should have been bigger than what they were, by far. Lords of the Underground is one of the most lyrically intelligent. They're lyrically intelligent in their sound and what they do. So they don't just rap. They're actually barred with purpose. You know what I'm saying? They don't get the respect they deserve. Unfortunately, the Artifacts broke up when they may have gone to another level. We don't know. But even separate, they did things that got them the respect in the game that's far beyond. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I look at the Outsiders, and there's far too many of y'all to name, everybody saying we're forgetting people. I'm sorry. I apologize. But even when we look at the Outsiders did not get their fair due. Pace One had a deal with labels and everything. One of my favorite my favorite Pace One song of all time is Locked, where everybody likes I Declare War. Locked is my joint because he showed a different style. So Locked is my favorite joint. You know what I'm saying? Young Z, you don't want no problem with my clique. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had his deal. Everybody was waiting for the Slang promo. You know what I'm saying? So Slang had something. Rod Digger, another great when it comes to, I think Rod Digger is the best female spitter of all time. Period, as a female. That's my opinion, though. Her and Lin Q to me are like top two. But that's just my opinion, all right? But when it comes to like getting that due for Jersey to be Jersey, I think Jersey fails so much because we're in New York shadow, or the supposed crabs in the barrel mentality, where I say crabs are not supposed to be in the barrel in the first place, so they're grabbing to survive. That. And the only reason why Jersey would have a crabs in the barrel mentality is because somebody supplied the barrel. So I see it's very unfair that an outsider, pun, from Detroit, New York, anywhere could come to Jersey, get barred up, and then leave, and then everything around them is forgotten. That's why I said so many rappers ride their own dicks, and it just disgusts me. I want to ask you this question. What is the legacy of the Outsiders through this battle and going forward? What do you think it'll be?
I mean, I got two answers for that. I believe if we had unified and utilized the Little Light just to put out a song collectively, like even if it was without me, like I keep saying, I'll reiterate it over and over. I have no problem with M swooping in if that's what everyone expects to happen and it's going to happen, helping everybody, putting them on records. They're going, doing great things, doing big videos. I have no problem sitting in my living room cheering that on because they'll be doing it as the outsiders. You know what I'm saying? That to me is all I've ever wanted. Like, the end game is that. You know what I'm saying? The other thing is like when you show the people that Brick City never stick together, it's not just that wasn't just an outsider thing. That was the whole Brick City. You know what I'm saying? Like we show them we never stick together. It just looks so bad at our age. You know what I'm saying? Like at our age, you expect more from or just silence. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes not saying nothing speaks more volume than anything else because sometimes you might jump the gun and not understand what's going on, and you might say some crazy things, and then everybody else gets to saying some crazy things, and it goes left when it's just like two dudes that's bloggers saw what I've been posting. Like, you know, you're on my Facebook. I talk shit about M, and anybody got problems like, yo, you need to stop. And I done told mad people like, watch this. I'm gonna just say this and watch what they do. And they like, oh snap, that shit do really work. It's like trigger. You know what I'm saying? So I just be triggering cats. So boom, I'm like, all right, cool. If I could do it there, I'm gonna do it on Instagram. So if you understand what's going on and you look at the whole grand scheme of things, it happened organically. It happened like it's supposed to. Like this is meant, you know what I'm saying? When the Most High grants something to happen, nobody can change it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one of these things that happened just vicariously on the whim of my word. You know what I mean? Because I was talking mad crap, like, yeah, I'm writing spells in 2021. Watch this. I'm writing spells. And that was like the first two things I tweeted for the year, and that shit just went woof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I will say this. maybe the Outsiders never get back together again. But
Hold on, the
everybody,
Outsiders is together. I'm just not in the Outsiders.
but no, but
They're
they're not. Then they're not together. No, they're not. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not
But
gonna.
I've been left the outs though. Like y'all gotta
I
realize, bro. In 2001, I had left and went to Philly, and I did the
understand that.
same thing in Philly. Like I went to Philly, got a bag, and tried to put a crew together. You know what I'm saying? Like it always happens that way for me. You know what I mean?
I understand that, but I don't accept that. Now, but I mean, y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do, and I understand that. I appreciate that, but I don't accept that, and I'm gonna tell you why. You ever went to a restaurant and you got something and it was so good you wanted to get that thing again, but when you got it, either the portions was too small, they changed something about it, and it just wasn't the same?
Correct.
That's how I feel when it comes to the group. I love the Outsiders as a whole from everything that I've heard. Like I said, from the Nightlife EP to hearing Pace and Young Z on Family Day, solo albums. You're one of my favorite As Is song of all time is Mastermind. Love that track. You know what I'm saying?
Brainwash, you mean?
Oh man, Brainwash. Sorry, Brainwash. Pardon me.
Brainwash.
Brainwash. I love that track. And it was another one that you had. It was like a little bouncy track. You had the video for it. I don't remember the songs right now because I'm
Move When I Move. I did in Atlanta with the girl with the booty.
Probably. I don't remember. I don't want to talk
or Vibe With Me, Drunken Out.
Vibe With Me is the new stuff. I'm not talking about the new stuff right now.
Gotcha.
Like I said, like.
Oh, you talking about Let's Go, Let's Go. That was my first single in Philly, man. I had that record everywhere.
Okay. Yeah. My thing is, always, all people of color were always separate. And we always talk about power. This can be broken. This can be broken. This can be broken. You could lose a finger and still have a hand. But when you're together and you're strong like a fist, no one can take away what the power of unity and what unity brings. That's what's so masterful about Wu-Tang. They could fight forever, but when that flag go up, they know it's time to represent for the squad.
Word is born. They had a loyalty like never, like no other crew, man. Them dudes, you know what I'm saying? Now we hear the stories, but back then you ain't hear nothing, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it's supposed to be. That's how I was raised, you know what I'm saying? Like my thing was like, yo, everything stays in house. You know what I'm saying? Like my issues, my personal problems, I don't let that stuff hit the fan. Like that shit is personal business. It's your business. You know what I'm saying? It's not for the world.
Word. And
I tell you this, so I got a little fun fact for you, right? So back when I was producing, like Pete Rock used to come through. I remember Gov coming through one day and made a beat. We all jumped on the beat. I think it was me, Sass, Nauseous. I forgot a couple other people on the record, and the joint went to Future Flavors, bro. Like, Do It All used to come through and bless us. And then one day, Do It All came through with a young lady that sang. I forgot her name, but I got that song still to this day, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got a joint that Knox produced with the Outsiders. I still got that on ADAT. Like, y'all could put together a lost tapes outside of music because I got the music. They're my ADATs that I recorded. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the beats are mine. I got a joint with me and y'all on Real to Real called Ish Don't Change, Ish Don't Stop. Like, bro, I could put together an Outsider album in a week. You know what I'm saying? But it looks very weak when you had all the golden opportunity to say, yeah, we would As Is. Now you'd have been on Drink Champs. Everybody would have been asking to interview us. You know what I'm saying? And once again, they dropped the golden egg. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, everybody's asking to interview y'all now. And with that being said, tell me about Fetty Gang and Drunken Owl, because even though you're not moving collectively with the entire Outsiders group, you still stay busy. So tell me about Drunken Owl and tell me about Fetty Gang.
It's Drunken Owl right here. That's what the owl look like. Drunken Owl is my record label / clothing line. You know what I'm saying? DrunkenOwl.com coming real soon. And Fetty Gang is the group. Or we could do either or. We could do a Fetty Gang album and a Drunken Owl album. You know what I'm saying? In the group, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I got Drunken Owl Quip. Yeah, I mean, that's my Boricua homie, and he get busy, you know what I'm saying? I got my son, AK, sorry, you know what I'm saying? I got Face, I got my bro Pablo, Millie, Rel. Like, we just be working, like, you know what I mean? Quietly, not saying much, and just watching everybody else do them. I got a bunch of dope young musicians, King Bass, this young girl named Bad Girl. She helped me a whole lot with the uploading on YouTube and all that stuff. Like I was just getting blessings out of left and right. You know what I'm saying? And salute to Afute, the director, for the video, for the What I Can't Say. So I've been getting a lot of love from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like it's just right to give back. You feel me?
Shout out to my man Face. Salute to my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah, Face a part of the crew, man. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
my guy.
Run Dog gonna be on the compilation. I got
Okay.
confirmation from Double O. Double O gonna be on the compilation. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Anybody that wanna be on it, that ain't off no goofy stuff, we can rap, bro, because that's what I do. I don't get all involved in the emotional nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I do music, I make beats, and I try to put product out. And that's how you get people's attention. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I just spoke to Evolve, and one of them dudes want to battle song for song with me. You know what I'm saying? One of the retractors, I mean the reactors. So he gonna present one of his songs, they're gonna present one of their songs, and they're gonna judge it and I guess react to it. You know what I'm saying? And you know I'm gonna spank them because I've been waiting to spank them. You know what I mean? This is like the perfect opportunity to put them to bed. Like, yo, we know what hip hop is. Y'all just rap.
I can't wait to hear it because me and you had this conversation off camera, and I'll tell you what I'll tell them what I told you, and I already know you got the answer for it. But I always said if you don't come with the beat first, if that beat ain't hot, and everybody who's listening, I heard one of the hitting bullets he got. He already knows. I'm saying he already knows.
I ain't got nothing, man. Don't listen to that guy.
You already know.
He try and get views, yo. I'm done. I'm not dissing nobody no more. I'm not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna drop these records. Like tonight, I'm gonna drop something. If I get the artwork in time, I'm still waiting on my cousin to drop the artwork, but I'm gonna drop something on y'all. Just keeping the momentum going. You know what I'm saying? Just some fun hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
But make sure you please get some beats, man. Cause look, man, you already know. No, because this is the reason why I bring this up.
Because it ain't 94. I know those beats would have been slapping back then.
No, this is the reason why I'm bringing this up. Everybody who's angry at you for doing the Eminem thing, you realize they're generations older than today's hip hop.
Correct.
So you're appealing to today's hip hop where the gatekeepers and the old heads, as we would be called, like, what the hell are you doing? You doing this wrong. Not understanding that some of the old school stuff still matters. That's why I say we have to get rid of the middleman. That's why I tell everybody to buy music, not stream it. Yeah. But they're missing the fact that because you could touch the people so fast, your buzz can pick up your record and bubble it, whether people like it or not. Here's the clue everybody's missing. Whether you even on live right now, if you put the thumbs up or thumbs down, because you reacted to it, the algorithm changes and everybody will see this. So please, everybody, make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and share this, please, because that helps us keep our stories going.
Correct.
That's what new hip hop. That's what the new hip hop is, because everybody can touch it and it's accessible. You have to make yourself accessible to the people more than just putting a song out and wait and just hitting the promote button. You have to have people actually take to it. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Who told you to put your face on camera?
You did. And I hate putting my face on camera. I'm sorry. That's just me. I mean,
no one's listens to me, man. I got all the answers, but I don't know nothing. I don't got the answers.
No, you know what? You did have the answer, and I give you this credit. I give you this credit right here. These live videos are called my Jersey series. And if you notice, I've only talked to legends on here. I've only talked to Max Sewell, Runt Dog, and you. So I'm inviting Pace One, Young Z, Digger, please. If you hear me, K Def, Ellis Sensei, Tame, everybody. I want to talk to Desert Set. I want to talk to the Orphans. I want to talk to many of them. I mean, whether you want to come into the do the sit down with me or you want to do the live, I want to talk to
Drift.
Everybody.
You gotta talk to Drift for sure.
That's already in the making. He waiting for me.
That's my guy right there. You know what I'm saying? Drift gonna be on the compilation too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't forget about my bro Drift. Drift always been 100. You know what I'm saying? You know, my bro, like I'm gonna keep it 100. True Triller and Fly Qua from
050 Boys.
Yep. Those dudes plugged me with the link that got the Dopeless album, that deal. You know what I'm saying? So they always good brothers to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't never no disrespect and no hate on that end. You know what I'm saying? I peep game, so I understand what's going on. So you know what I'm saying? It's all love, bro. Like we gonna work, God willing, everybody. You know what I'm saying? get on the good foot and realize like, yo, this is like the last leg Jersey kind of got at our age, and
for this generation,
instead
right?
of fighting the machine that's feeding the masses and keeping the people talking, man, just get down and do some dope records or come up with a documentary, do something, because the people want information, you know. And you know, I'll say I am mainly to blame for doing the outsider fan disservice, because bro, I just, you know what I'm saying, I just can't see why we can't do some music. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be me many times because I just don't like the energy, and bad energy ain't gonna get no good records. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants money, and you know, I look at life like, you know, mean slang, like I kept saying, like we ain't have it. We used to be out in these streets, and we learned to survive without it. So we understood that as a black God, you know what I'm saying, a man of the law, you understand that your higher self is the shit no matter what you got in your pocket. You know what I mean? And you could create something from nothing, as you saw what I did. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of documentaries, shout out to the international hip hop screenwriters in the building. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to you got co-signed today. I had a conversation today with D Don. So shout out to Diesel Don, yo, and he co-signed you as well.
Salute D Don. That's my brother right there. D Don, I think like Jersey hip hop went left because D Don was the businessman. And at some point, some people tried to do what he did and it didn't work. And he just went back where he came from. Like, I mean, I ain't mad at him, you know what I'm saying? But D Don was like the innovator. Like I remember this was like early 90s, bro. Like that just took me back. D Don invented the blunt splitter, bro. The blunt splitter that the people
I know
own,
you
right?
talk about,
D Don invented that shit. Yeah. We used to go to I think it was Home Depot back then, right? One of them kind of stores, and we used to get mad tubes, clear tubes, and we used to come back and we'd cut it with the saw, zoom, 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 and we had mad of that shit. D Don used to give me bags of that shit, and then we used to put Madism around the blunt splitter thingy, the plastic, and then we'll use the little, you know, the little cutting pins, the little blade. We'll heat it up with a lighter, put a pliers and sink it in that motherfucker. And then when it dried, the plastic dried to keep it tight. Bro, we did that shit. We went to Philly, a Greek fest, bro. And we was like, yo, you want to see some magic shit? And we had the blunts, the Dutchess, we had it in the wrap already. And when you put the motherfucker through and pull it out, that shit was like, whoop, opened already. Niggas was like, yo, let me get 10 of those. Let me get 50. D Don invented that. You know what I'm saying? And D Don always had some smart ass shit going on. That's why I knew things was going crazy was going to go crazy for the hood when he left, because I looked at him as a real businessman. You know what I'm saying? Because D Don was taking cash to really get deals, not no game. You know what I mean? Like he was like, yo, you want a deal? Come on. And he'll take you to get a deal. But nobody kind of followed suit after that. Nobody built relationships with the radio or the label reps. You know what I mean? D Don was always in there brushing elbows, you know what I'm saying? Having conversation, making friends. Because that's what a lot of people, I'm understanding, want you to do now. They want you to be their friends. Like these guys, the reactors, them dudes was happy to talk to me behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Because when you talk to me behind the scenes, you get to know me. Like it'd be offline, like, yo, bro, this is offline. I'm gonna explain who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because on camera, I'm not real good at telling people who I am behind this shit. Like that's none of their business. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. If I like to fish, that's my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but besides that, it's business. So you're helping their business, so they should want to talk to you. Correct, but I got a request. Somebody said to tell you this. I'm the strangest puff on the strangest stuff. I smoke weed and leak angel dust. That means something to you?
No, that's probably Runt with the fucking remembering my bars shit, yo. I hate when Runt do that shit. That shit like
Bag Hunters 20... TV said this.
Mad 100 TV?
Bag Hunters.
Nah, man, I don't even remember that. That's one of my raps.
I'm waiting for them to respond. It says, I'm the strangest puff I'm the strangest puff of the strangest stuff. I smoke weed and leak angel dust.
I don't remember that.
It was another question that said, could we get Mike C on the compilation?
Hell yeah, Mike C. Yo, you know what? I got See, man, I'm so much not a clout chaser. I got this video of Mike C, right? It's the funniest video in the world. He starts rapping in the Chinese store, right? I just bought this brand new Beamer. I put him in the Beamer. I'm like, yo, Mike C, keep rapping and drive. Yo, bro, I ain't never gonna tell you what happened after that. It's the funniest shit in the world. But that's my bro, Mike C. His brother, Dion. That was like one of my best friends in going to high school. You know what I'm saying? Dion always been 100, good dude, 100, family man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I got history in Jersey, man.
I got 4 questions and then we're going to sign out. Salute to A Squad Rebel Radio on the check-in. Salute, that's family.
What up, though? Grumpy, what up, though?
Grump, Zay, everybody. Make sure y'all tune in to A Squad Rebel Radio on YouTube. Too many great shows to name. Just check them all out. All right. So another person asked me to ask you, Slang Ton Blaze battle. Tell me about that.
The best battle I've ever been to in my life. Starting out the day we get to Philly, like we was always legends in Philly. Like I said, in 95, we used to go to Philly, hop on the train, get dropped off. We get off in Broad Market. Not Broad Market, Broad and Erie. And Skillarilla used to come pick us up. He used to have like a lick shot. You know what I'm saying? That was back then, that was promethazine with a perk in it. You know what I'm saying? And we used to throw that shit back and go to sleep. Wake up 2 a.m. and we had the Hunting Park pool jumping in that shit with all our clothes on. You know what I'm saying? But those were the good old days. So when the battle was coming, everybody was there. Like all our Philly homies, everybody from the brick showed up, because back then the louder you scream, that's who won. So we was always deep everywhere we went. So that battle, when we walked in the building, somebody just happened to have my name as is. I'm over here trying to get this dude, knock his head off with, you know what I'm saying, no homo, you know what I'm saying, with bars and shit. And we just started talking. He's like, yeah, you can have a name. Then Slang get up there and Slang started battling some dude, and Slang was killing him the first verse, killing him. And then one dude came back a little bit, and then bro, Slang kicked the rap, and it just seemed like everything was meant for him right there. It was like you know when it's your time, your shot, and you see like you out of here, and you look. That's why when Slang did this, that was like you can feel that energy to this day. That was like, yo, y'all been doubting me, y'all been holding me back, y'all been having Eminem on stage performing his singles and not mine. Y'all wasn't calling Slang on stage to perform his single. So when that shit happened, Slang was victorious. And you couldn't tell Slang he wasn't gonna wake up in the morning with a deal and be the biggest thing smoking, because Slang had some records, bro. He had a song called Here's a Style for You. Like, this record was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So Slang had some of the best songs ever. Like one day Slang kicked a rap for me called Gun Sexy. And I never heard it again after that. Then he did another song, and he didn't want nobody to hear this record. And I was just like, yo, it was just crazy. He had did the gun go back in the trigger, that Nas scheme. Did that 4 years before I knew Nas was. You know what I'm saying? It was just, Slang was just different, man.
Is there a video of that battle?
It might be. You probably got to go through Reddit or something like that, but it should be. You know what I'm saying? That battle, my battle with Craig G, y'all battle, I think Sunkiss. But you know what I mean? Like, you know, even back then, bro, it show you like me and y'all never got the support. Like our battle, nobody showed up but Sass and Judy Jetson. You know what I mean? We looking for confidence in the crowd. And I'm like, yo, I got Craig G the first round. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, get the heck out of here. So I go outside. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to spit this joint. And I spit the rap. And he was like, it took him a while. Nobody knew it just hit him blindsided. He ain't know how to come back. He just grabbed the mic like, I'm incredible. And I'm watching the seconds go down. I'm like, yo, this nigga corny as shit. He ain't say nothing but incredible for about 30-something seconds. And then he was like, yeah, you look like Das FX on crack. Battle over. He win.
All right. He did the punchline. He got the crowd. Okay.
He got the crowd. You know what I mean? Because he was an MC, like freestyling a little. You know what I mean? But it was corny how he won. But that battle was classic that me and y'all was in, because Mooney G, I think that's his name, Mooney G from Patterson, if I'm not mistaken, tore RZA ass up that night, yo. Excuse my French, let me no homo, none of that. But You know what I mean? He took RZA out that night. Yo, I don't know. He was just the dude was on one, you know what I mean? Because after my battle against Craig G I think lost to somebody, and then the RZA was like, yeah, I'll get in it out of the blue. And Mooney G was the last one after taking out Craig G, and then he got RZA. That battle was classic, bro. But Slang Battle was immaculately dope. There was no reason Def Jam did not sign Slang. There was no reason no label ain't signed him after that, because man, had they done that, you guys would be listening to like 10 million classics album right now. Slang was the epitome of hip hop, bro. He walked it, he talked it, he eat it, he slept it. Like that was hip hop.
All right. My next question is this. I want to give a shout out to DU, because a lot of people forget DU, and DU, he has one of my favorite hip hop songs from Jersey, Big Face 20.
Big Face 20. DU, my brother, man.
Yeah, that's my guy, yo. And the reason why I say DU in this question is because of this. It's important to be remembered. And when stuff is forgotten, it's like, who will carry the torch for those for those like y'all, like even though there are time, y'all are kind of before me, but y'all time and my time in hip hop is slowly going towards the yesteryears, while the new game, like we're gonna, like in the next 5 years, Samad Savage is gonna be old school, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing how hip hop is always a younger man's game. But the 90s era MCs always stay alive, because when the money came into hip hop, so many doors opened up. My next question is, and we got two more after that, is this. What opportunities did the Outs lose besides a deal? And how could their name have lived on outside of hip hop besides just music?
I think besides the deal, we wasn't looking at hip hop from the aspect of each individual being their own blueprint. Mm-hmm. It was more so, all right, the Outsiders got a deal, right? Now, we didn't follow what Wu-Tang did, and it was like, all right, look, you go here, you go here. You know what I'm saying? Both Pace and what's the name was on the same label, and Z was on the same label, and then Digger was over here. So now you had Axe, you had Nauseous, you had Sass, you had DU, like you said, you had Ya, you had Ya, you had
Axe.
Who else am I missing?
Axe.
I said Axe already.
Okay, Axe.
Yeah, that's the first name I said. But you know what I mean? And you had myself, who could have went to different labels and possibly had a bag there and made relationships and build friends. You know what I mean? Because when we first started, we was on Columbia, and I remember we walked into the building for the Into Deep soundtrack, and all Columbia artists was there. And that's when I was like, yo, this feels more like home compared to when we got to Rough Nation, because you know what I'm saying, we was included in more. You know what I mean? Rough Nation was an independent label after being backed by Warner Brothers. You know what I'm saying? But Chris Schwartz and Kevin Glickman, those guys really looked out for us a lot. It's just we were rock and roll stars, bro. You know what I'm saying? Uncontrollable rock and roll stars, and I don't think they understood how big we were. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember being on tour and running into Tommy Lee. And you go on his bus got a full-blown $1 million studio. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, we needed that. You know what I'm saying? If the Outsiders had that, we'd have been cool. And one of the things that killed us, I think, we was too busy helping people with their tours sometimes and jumping on the Lyricist Lounge tour instead of falling back for a little bit and creating some music, new music, before going back on the tour. Like we would go to Lyricist Lounge tour and perform the same songs, you know what I'm saying? And to me, that was like a bad move, because you put all your eggs in one basket. Here, you could have been on Lyricist Lounge tour. Somebody could have been really trying to make a hit record, so where you could have been on the Fugees tour years later, or a Jay-Z tour, or something like that. We ended up on Red and Meth tour. That was like the biggest tour I've ever been on. You know what I'm saying?
That's where y'all was at Rutgers. Y'all was at Rutgers, New Brunswick that year.
Word.
I was in the crowd. I was in the crowd for that. Yeah, I remember.
I was off the chain, bro. You know what I'm saying? We had some special shows, bro. Like I tell you, one of my favorite shows, we was in I think Arizona somewhere, and the stage was spinning when you was rapping. And it was crazy, bro. You know what I mean? It was crazy, man. Like just trying to stay sober. I mean, stay from tripping, and you high in the States, man. It was crazy, bro.
Second to last question is this, yo. So you got Drunken Now and you got Fetty Gang. Is this to rehash your career, or is this to reintroduce yourself so you can move on into something else in hip hop?
This is just me utilizing what little celebrity I have right now, what little viral, whatever you call it, right now to basically bring forth another set of rappers that I should have came back and helped 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I should have been helped Quip and put Quip on records, but like when I was in Philadelphia, I never came back to the bricks but one time. And because nobody believed it, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody believed I had it, and I was everywhere. Like I was everywhere. So, you know, I'm just trying to shine light on Quip. You know what I mean? Like I said, my son rap now, AK, put him out there. You know what I mean? Face those guys. They've been deserve a shot. You know what I mean? They work hard. They try, you know what I'm saying? So everybody deserves to be heard if you work in my world. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be the illest or not.
Give me 1 second.
All right. This nigga leaves his own live. This is comedy. You can't write this shit. You see what I mean? Rut Dog, what up, man? I can't see no comments or nothing. Do it all if you're still there. What up, though? You're appreciate y'all, man.
Sorry about that.
Good.
Live
You're
video
the first
stuff.
dude that left his own live. I can't
Bruh,
write that.
I got people
That's
ringing bells and stuff while I'm doing the interviews, man. So, you know, I can't leave people outside. You know, it's cold.
I'd have left their ass outside.
All right, so somebody asked a question. Shout out to Bag Hunters TV. It said, they asked a question I don't think we could really answer, but it said, why did on the Nightlife EP, Pace One had the first single, which was a solo joint and not a group joint? I don't think that's the label picks that, right?
Nah, that was all of us. We decided that because
Okay.
it was the hottest song we had. Like when we was touring and that joint came out, it was like blam, blam, blam. That joint was just fire. So like it was a no-brainer. I told Pace, like, yo, put that joint out. We gonna put that on the album, make it the first single. He was like, cool. But one of the things I had suggested back then was like, yo, after we got back from tour, I was like, yo, this record's so fire. We all should jump on it. The remix, you know what I'm saying? But of course nobody listened.
I'm sorry to hear that, yo. I want to give a shout out to Sewer Line Entertainment. If you never heard of Smokey Locks, he has a Jonah Hex Part 2 out right now.
Wow.
That's a New Jersey classic album. Check out Sewer Line Entertainment. Everybody out here watching, I'm putting my name. Heritage Hip Hop only listens to real hip hop. So if you don't know about me, go to heritagehiphop.com. Check out the Heritage Hip Hop playlist. As Izz has been on it. You know what I'm saying? Check out our Jersey series. Check out, become a member of the website. Membership is free. I don't hear nothing about paying, but membership is free. Go to the website and you can see how we represent for Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So I got one question for you before we close this thing out. Yeah, somebody say it should have been a remix with everybody on the joint. It should have been a crew joint, but
it still could be, and it's still a pop today.
Well, let's see if we can make it happen. This is my last question. I'm gonna do it. You know how I do the rapid fire questions, right? Yeah, so I have one question, and this is my personal belief, and I want you to just to prove me right or wrong. I think Brooklyn beats New Jersey hip hop on one thing: that Brooklyn knows how to come together and do something. And Brooklyn, to me, is the best borough out of New York hip hop because of this one thing. The Crooklyn Dodgers. They didn't even have to take they didn't need Big Daddy Kane and Biggie and Jay-Z to do a song. They were just dope MCs from Brooklyn who came together to do one song.
Correct.
My question to you is if North, Brick City, Essex County, South Jersey, it doesn't matter. If New Jersey came together to do a rendition of the Crooklyn Dodgers, who would be on a song in your Crooklyn Dodgers scenario? And who does the beat?
I do the beat. I'll be on it. I think Sash should be on it. I really think Nauseous rap fresh as hell. Like nobody really think he still got it, but that dude fresh. You know what I'm saying? Runt, Double O, who else? That's nice. Of course, I throw the old 50 boys on there too. Them dudes work hard, man.
Wait, you giving me one on one song? I only want three. Who's your
Nah,
just sing?
but it was a bunch of versions
Not,
of that, wasn't it?
there was three versions of the Crooklyn Dodgers,
Oh
but
man.
just give me one. Who, if
All
you
right,
had to,
so
if
it'll
you could
be.
do the
I think we need three.
only
Oh
three,
man.
and who's doing the beat? If we had the Crooklyn Dodgers of Jersey, I don't know what we would call it, but Jersey, whatever. Who would be your
I would
three
like to
MC?
see me, Runt, and Sass on a song,
So let's make it happen.
and I make the beat. You know what I'm saying?
Let's make it happen.
That shit would be fire.
Let's
Cause you know what I mean? It'll be a nice wave. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure some fly shit out.
and all I'm saying is the thing about the Crooklyn Dodgers, it didn't have to be on an album. It was a song, and it started a wave that people had to come back from.
Word.
Primo did the first one with three MCs. Primo did the second one with three MCs, and then Ninth Wonder did the third one. You know what I'm saying? So it could be something that Jersey could do that could go far beyond the one song.
Word.
So with that being said, as is, my brother, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to you.
Word.
I'm putting a challenge out now. Pace, Z, DU, Digger, Axe, whoever, Desert Set, Brick Mob, Orphans, everybody, Zoo Crew, you all are welcome on Heritage Hip Hop because we are here to support our legends. We are here to give ear and give you the microphone. The thing is, we invest in people, not the playlist. And I invest in you, and I wish you nothing but success in your music. May you continue to eat off of it, and may you prosper and go to something else. Let everybody know your social media and how to get your music.
All right, now you can get my music on all platforms right now. Right now, I got the This out. It's called What I Can't Say. I got the follow-up featuring called Super Today. I got a joint with Pace called The Come Up. And I dropped Lame, produced by my bro Valley Music from Philly. Lame. And then I got a joint with my son called Ain't Say Nothing. That's my son in the second verse, Ain't Say Nothing. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, right now my YouTube is Mr. As Is One, and my Instagram is Real As Is, RealAzizz, as well as Twitter. Facebook, I'm blocked. I've been blocked for a whole damn month, but you could go there. It's Aziz Salam, AZIZZSALAAM. Yeah, I mean, look out for drunkenow.com coming real soon. As you can see, a brand. I'm gonna drop an EP behind it. We're gonna do the Fetty Gang. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out here, bro. Like everybody working hard, trying to just do something different when the weather breaks. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no hate. And let me tap in on that Brooklyn thing right quick. I'm gonna tell you why you're right about the Brooklyn thing. Like I forgot what year it was, like 2008 or 9. I went to the fight, the Shane Mosley Mayweather fight. And I went there with two Brooklyn dudes, my bro Special and my bro Weez. When we got to the MGM, bro, Brooklyn was in the MGM. Like it was you on Fulton Street back in the day, half this side Brooklyn cats, half that side Brooklyn cats. You know what I'm saying? It was just something that I haven't seen in a while. Nobody was on no negative stuff. And then everybody knew each other from the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That's what I envisioned Newark to be, but a lot of separation happened because of I just think it was just people just trying to be the man, you know what I'm saying? And that's what killed the unity because in high school, you could saw you know what I mean. It used to be up the hill, down the hill. When I first got to the country, I used to be like, it was the weirdest thing to me. We all went to the same school, but people hated each other. Then guys came, celebrities, and so many good people made some powerful moves in Jersey, and then it was supposed to help so many other people instead of destroying. And I was part of the destruction. So now I'm just here trying to be a part of the reconstruction. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what we need. So everybody out there, thank you for watching Heritage Hip Hop. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment. Make sure you buy As Is music. Heritage Hip Hop does not believe in streaming. We just had Donald Trump's America. Now we're going into this Joe Biden America. What if the new pandemic comes and it eats the internet up? If you don't buy your music, you don't have it. So please support the MCs by buying their music. All MCs in Jersey, You're welcome to come on Heritage Hip Hop and tell your story, and follow Heritage Hip Hop, because we are the platform that not only represents hip hop in Jersey, we're also global, and we represent hip hop worldwide. Shout out to the Fleet DJs and shout out to the Heat DJs. So for everybody out there, this is Karev with the OG legend himself, As Is, taking on all people in hip hop. No discretion. If you got bars, he coming for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And with that being said, we say peace and we out.
Peace.
All right, bro. I'll see you later, man.
One.